Good morning, friends. Let us see the 10th exercise. That exercise implements XHTML programming as well as servlets. So in XHTML program, so learning outcomes are to write XHTML program, learn how to calculate total cost of the order, and learn how to servlet must inform the buyer. So the table of contents of this program is introduction to XHTML, tools for creating XHTML documents, plugins and filters, XHTML versions, origin, evaluation of XHTML, what is Java and what are the Java applications. Let us study these things, then we will go for our 9th program. So here, introduction to XHTML. We know already, we have studied in first prom and second prom, and third prom also. So XHTML, extensible hypertext markup language. So using this language, we can create the web page. Through web page, we will communicate with the web server. So it is important to realize that XHTML is not a programming language. It cannot be used to describe computations. Its purpose is to describe the general form and layout of documents to be displayed by a browser. The word markup comes from the publishing word. XHTML is not the first markup language used with computers. Text and LaTeX are older markup languages for use with the text. They are now used primarily to specify how mathematical expressions and formulas should appear in the print. So introduction to XHTML. Okay, so two controls are specified by the tags of XHTML. An XHTML document is a mixture of content and controls. The name of tag specifies the categories of its contents. Most XHTML tags consist of a pair of syntactic markers that are used to delimit particular kinds of content. Tools for creating XHTML documents. XHTML documents can be created with general purpose text editor. VCVZ pronouns VCVZ. What you see is what you get. VCVZ long form. XHTML editors provide shortcuts for producing repetition tags such as those used to create the rows of table. A more powerful tool for creating XHTML document is VCVZ XHTML editor. Using XHTML editor, two kinds of converters can be used to create XHTML documents. Plugins add new capabilities to the word processor. The plugin makes the word processor appears to be an XHTML editor that provides VCVZ XHTML. A second kind of converter is a filter which converts an existing document in some form such as LaTeX or Microsoft Word or XHTML XHTML versions. XHTML is a separate language that began as a reformulation of HTML 4.01 using XML 1.0. XHTML is a separate language that began as a reformulation of HTML 4.01 using XML 1.0. XHTML is a separate language that began as a reformulation of HTML 4.01 using XML 1.1. XHTML 1.0 is a reformulation of the three HTML4 document types as applications of XML 1.0. The World Wide Web Consortium also continues to maintain the HTML 4.01 recommendations. The XHTML family is the next step in the revolution of the internet. December 1998 saw the publication of W3C working draft entitled Reformulating HTML in XML. XHTML 1.0 strict is the XML equivalent to strict HTML 4.01. XHTML 1.0 translation is the XML equivalent of HTML 4.01. one translation. XHTML 1.0 frame set is the XML equivalent of HTML 4.0 one frame set. XHTML 1.1 model based XHTML. XHTML 1.1 evolved out of the work surrounding the initial modularization of XHTML specification. The W3C released a first draft in September 1999. The recommendation status was reached in May 2001. The models combined within XHTML 1.1 effectively create XHTML 1.0 string. What is Java? So already we have studied, you all studied Java language in previous semester. Java is a programming language and platform. Java is high level, robust, object oriented and secure programming language. Java was developed by Sun Microsystems in 1995. The applications of Java is that desktop applications such as Acrobat Reader, media player, antivirus, etc. Web applications such as irctc.co.in, javapoint.com, etc. Enterprise applications such as banking applications, mobile, embedded system, smart card. So nowadays, so the Java is more useful in mobile applications. Types of Java application: standalone application, web applications, enterprise application, mobile application. Already I said mobile applications. So Java platform editors: Java SE, that is standard edition, Java EE, enterprise edition, Java ME, micro edition. So Java FX. So let us see the servlet. So there are three ways to create the servlet: by implementing the servlet interface, by inheriting the generic servlet class, by inheriting the iPad HTTP servlet class. So this is the 10th program. So in 10th program, a servlet for the XHTML code of exercise 6 that computes the total cost of order light bulbs. After adding 2% sales tax, the servlet must inform the buyer of exactly what was ordered in the table. So here, create web application. Example, web application is created. Create HTML file as below. So here, the program explanation. So in this program, so we have two codes. One is HTML code and next one is Java code. So Java code is, that is the response of the servlet. HTML sends the request to the server. Server takes that request and computes the total cost of the ordered by the customer. So here in HTML, we have one form. So in that form, we have the input tags. Using those tags, so using those tags, we have to read the values from the user. The values, the user form reads name and the order by the customer. So program explanation: fill all the values of HTML file and submit. Once submit is applied, control will transfer to the Java servlet file with the web.xml file. In Java servlet file, we'll use do get method for request and response object. Print writer function is used for print the value of servlet object. Request get parameter is used to get the information from the HTML file, such as name, checkbox, radio name, etc. Once the information received, it will perform calculation. It will calculation for to the bulb. First, it will convert to integer value, total value, and convert integer with the get added to get bulb value. Finally, total cost of bulb is name. Payment mode is printed with the help of the print statement. So here is HTML code. So this HTML code, this HTML file gets the order. So here a script is added. This is the function loads JSON. So text Java script. So this is what here in this HTML. So we used only text as well as JavaScript. So function load JSON is the name of the function. So this is the JavaScript. So this JavaScript is passed JSI1. So document get element by ID, heading inner HTML. So object value is here we are getting and assigned to the H1, obj H1. And similarly, heading inner text. So these two are reds. So this is as usual we know. So this is the get method. So which is used to read the values. So action HTTP localhost. So this is name of the server action. So this P10 program will execute. So here the input tag name m name, the size of this input text box is 30. So let us see here the actual program which is available in Eclipse. Okay, so let us see the Eclipse program. So here is the order form HTML. So in this order form, so here we'll see the HTML code. So here the method is get method, action is, so this Java program will execute. Order form is the name of the Java code. So that code even we can see here. So this is the Java code. This is the Java code. This code will execute when the form is loaded. So while form is loaded, when the form is submitted, at the time this Java code is executed. So here your username. So input tag, my name is the name. So through this, we'll get the values from the form in Java program. So in Java program, here we have the name, that is my name. Using get parameter, using this method, we have to read the values from the form, input form. In the same way, name, payment mode, these are read from the user, which is displayed in the HTML page. So these values is assigned in the text box name. So similarly, checkbox name. So in checkbox name, so values is read from the user, that is stored in this value, in this variable. So similarly, we'll read the payment mode. So then output the whatever you entered. So that value is here displayed. And next we have to buyer order is also displayed. After that, we have to calculate the tax as well as the total cost. So for this, here we use the loop for I is equal to 0, I is checkbox name. Checkbox name value is read from the HTML. So here that is stored here. So that is length, whatever entered in checkbox, those values are read using the for loop. So integer pass, so this is converted into int. This is we are calling cast typing. So cast typing means, so the string is converted into integer and that is multiplied by the 2%. This is 2%. So that value is stored in the VAT. Then total is equal to total plus checkbox value is added together. And then, so then checkbox, in checkbox, we will assign the values. So that's a bulk value is stored here until the loop is gets false. Then it comes out from the loop and here it prints the total value. So let us see the again print control jumps to the next line. But this is break here, control jumps to the next line, payment mode by. So already that is entered in the mode, payment mode. So that is radio name. So that is displayed here, simply it's displayed. So first you have to execute the order here. So here you have to take the order. So you click on right button, then runs on server. Okay, then finish here. Restart the server. So we'll get the output here. So here in this form, so order form HTML, this is HTML form. So this is order form 1.html. This is web page. So here you have to enter the one value, that is I enter DP. So these are the check boxes. So whatever the click is there, so these values are read by the Java program. So you take any payment mode, then submit the order. So here we will get the output. So at this time, so when you click on submit, so at the time, so the order form Java program will executed, which is available in web program. So this is the output of this program. Okay, so next, multiple choice questions are there. So you go through the multiple choice questions. So even I given the answer, key answers also. So then, thank you, one hand down.